Prime Minister Modi has announced that this service will start ASAP, as soon as possible. We are looking at Ramayana trade. Present Indian government is pushing that. A lot of Sri Lanka to see on the Ramayana. Price the ticket for one way is $50.
A ferry service will be available from Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu to Kankesanthurai in Sri Lanka from 13th May this year. The private ferry service will be operated by Tamil businessman S Niranjan Nandagopan, Managing Director of IndSri Ferry Service Private Limited. Though Government of India launched a ferry service last year, it was suspended after 5 days of operation due to rough weather, low patronage and also maintenance work in the ferry vessel. The Federal spoke to Niranjan Nandagopan on his high hopes.
Sir, you are very ambitious to start your ferry service from Tamil Nadu's Nagapattinam to Kankesanthurai in Sri Lanka. How is this project funded and how is it working out?
It's a privately funded, it's a private venture at the initiative of both Government of India and Government of Sri Lanka to make the both sides of the Park Strait to be more communicated, more friendly, and it helps both countries together, which was cut off almost 40 years without a ferry service in the sea. Before 1983, there was a ferry that was, or ship that was running between Talamannar and Rameshwaram, and due to the civil war it was stopped and there is no service for last 40 years. And we have been pushing this for since 2016, and in November we got the permission from the Government of India as well as Sri Lanka.
Actually, Government of India launched the ferry service, but it didn't take off well. Actually, they stopped it in 5 days. But you're having a private entity and you want to take this up. How will this be sustainable?
Prime Minister Modi and President Ranil Wickremesinghe met in Delhi in July. Prime Minister Modi has announced that this service will start ASAP, as soon as possible. But later, no action was taken from both sides. So Prime Minister Modi took the initiative and pressurized the Ministry of Shipping to start this service. So Ministry of Shipping has appointed Shipping Corporation of India as their nodal agency, and they wanted to start the ferry, and the ferry that was running trading within Lakshadweep Islands was brought into service. But the timing was not that right, because in this particular route, November 15th to January 15th, the waves are very high. So it's risky for the passengers. So they will not normally operate on in this area unless we have a larger ship. But these small ferries cannot run when the waves is more than 2.5 meters. They have to take refuge. That's the requirement. So they have stopped the service in November, mid part of November, after few days service.
What is the breakup of the ticket fare? How affordable is this? What is your ticket price?
Yeah, if you ask me in dollar terms, because that's common for both countries, I am just giving you. We have priced the ticket for one way is $50 for one way trip, and Indian side is charging 18% GST, so it is $9. So the people who want to travel from Nagapattinam to KKS, it is $59. On the other side of the Park Strait, Jaffna to Nagapattinam is again $50. Sri Lankan government has given a departure tax of $5. There is no other charges from the Sri Lankan side. So it's going to cost $55, right? So the return fare will cost $114. If you talk in Indian rupees, it will not cost more than more than 10,000 rupees.
Can you explain a bit about how this project will improve the cultural ties, the sharing, the relationship?
Yeah. So if you take the Jaffna people, most of them are religious. They would like to come on pilgrimage to Delta area like Chidambaram, this Navagraha temple, and so many Madurai, Trichy, there are so many temples. They will come. We are looking at Ramayana trade. which is present Indian government is pushing that. So a lot of people, there are a lot of things in Sri Lanka to see on the Ramayana. This is on the Hindu religious cultural side. On the other hand, there are Catholic people in Sri Lanka who will come to Velankani on a pilgrimage. On the other side, Muslims, Sri Lankan Muslims can come to Nagur. So there are a lot of things that can come. They will come to Jaffna, walk about half a kilometer to the Kankesanthurai port. By train, they can come and walk to the port, and they can take a train again from Nagapattinam to Buddhagaya, which is also on cards in the program.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.